Hello, everyone, and welcome to my quick drop-in mental health hack of the day. I hope that you've had a beautiful weekend or whenever you're watching this. I've just had the most incredible afternoon with a group of wonderful women that were brought together by a friend of mine, Heidi, who just has this gift and this way of nurturing like-minded women that are so generous in their time, sharing their gifts, sharing their vulnerabilities, and being in a space of being able to speak openly and knowing that we're in a safe space and whatever is shared will be honored, will be supported, is held sacred, and that will stay within that circle. I guess what happens in the circle stays in the circle in this sense. So this is what's inspired my mental health hack of the day, is in form of a question. Do you have a tribe, a circle that you can rely on, that you can openly and honestly share your heart, share your vulnerabilities, share what you're going through in your life? You know, in this day and age, we so many times feel as if we have to just be tough and we've got to keep going. We have everything under control because God forbid someone knows that we don't have our stuff together. What could be the consequences of that? So if that is a concern for you, of what are the consequences if I'm open and honest and real and true with the people in my life? Now I realize that what I'm about to say can sound incredibly harsh, but if you don't have people like that in your life, get yourself new people. Now, I'm not suggesting that you discard old friendships or long-standing friendships rather, but what I am encouraging you to do is look for and nurture relationships that are going to be a contribution in your life and your living, that are going to build you up, that are going to keep you accountable, not the type of friends that just go with everything that you're saying and are just in it for a good time and are happy to buy into and feed the story that you've been saying over and over and over to yourself, and that are going to feed into the negativity and the space that you're in, maybe that you've been stuck in for a while, but rather people in your life that there's a mutual exchange of trust and honoring. One of the attendees in a talk that I did, a keynote talk, inspirational, motivational keynote talk, I left some space for questions and answers. And one of the ladies very vulnerably shared, she put her hand up, and this was in a banking and entrepreneurial space, so all professionals. And she put her hand up and said, you know, she doesn't feel like there's anyone, family or friends, that she can be open and honest with and trust. So I said to her, I was like, then you need to get new friends. And she just looked at me in absolute shock, obviously expecting something else. And all the rest of the ladies started clapping. And I think it was such a revelation to so many people, because there are friendships that I've had for many, many years that at that time served whatever I was going through. But as I was growing and continue to do so, you know, sometimes friends are there for, what is it, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And if you are in a space in your life where your mental health, where you're struggling, your emotional well-being is struggling, and you feel like you cannot be open and vulnerable with anyone in your life, please can I ask you to look at that? That is an area that if you can start expanding on, will bring so much healing and so much support into your life. I have got the most incredible tribe of women around me. The most incredible. When I think about it, I am so grateful and so blessed to call these women my friends, and knowing that I can reach out to them and say, hey, I need you for 8 minutes. If you don't know what I'm referring to, go back, scroll back a few videos where I speak about 8 minutes. But I know that they are there, and that what we speak about, they'll honor and will stay there, and they keep me accountable as much as they inspire me, as much as they support me, as much as they cheer me on, and vice versa. So I really encourage you, look for those people. And you might say, P, where on earth do I find these people? At a bar, at a club? I don't know where to go. You know, go to areas and spaces and communities that those people go to. So yes, I actively go to certain spaces, like the access consciousness work I do. I've met the most incredible people there, most incredible women and men that share that space with me. And then there were others that I literally put in my vision and manifestation board, which is part of the workshops that I'm doing now because of the way that things are just actualizing for me. And I literally wrote their names down. And, within days, as if by magic, they were the ones that reached out to me. And I know that this might sound a little bit woo. I get it. It sounds woo. And I can't explain it. So I can't give you a scientific linear approach, left-brained approach to this, or reason or justification. But I know how things have changed and transformed in my life. And never in my life have I been surrounded with more quality relationships and honoring relationships. You've heard me speak about honoring relationships before. And that's what I really desire. So now when I feel that someone is not being honoring of me, it's easier for me to step back and say, thanks, but this isn't for me. And if the other person is willing to meet me and grow with me or shift with me, or at the very basis, just be honoring and respectful and loyal and supportive. And even if we don't always agree on the same topics, that's okay. That's absolutely okay. But that we respect each other and each other's dreams, and that we cheer each other on regardless. And whether we agree with them or even understand them or not, again, that doesn't matter. I don't have to understand everything that you're saying or why you believe certain things. I don't have to. But if you and I have a connection, have a relationship, for me, what's important is that I can be an allowance of you and be okay with it, that you and I don't have to agree on everything. And that's okay. But I'll respect you, and it is that mutual relationship. So I feel like it's a long-winded explanation, but I really wanted to share that with you if you are watching this, is that you look at your relationships and are they supporting you mentally, emotionally, because we weren't created and we don't exist to be lone wolves, to be single and isolated in this world. As much as I'm an introvert, which I am, might surprise some of you, but I'm an extroverted introvert. So I'm happy to spend days by myself or have a very close-knit group of friends. I'm really happy there. I don't need to have all these friends. I don't need to be out all the time. I used to when I was younger, but I'm more than happy to do that. But I have nurtured these friendships, and they've added so much to my life, especially in the last year and a half when, some friendships are new, but they have just shown me a different level of love and honoring and care and generosity in terms of their time and their love and their support and cheering me on, that it's been transformative. So the power of having good people in your corner, I cannot stress it enough. And if you don't have those people, but maybe you had those people at one stage in your life, can I encourage you to reach out to them? Only you will know what that situation is, and if you feel that it will be a contribution in your life or not. And it might require you to be a bit uncomfortable and put your ego aside and step up and be open to rejection. But if that was a relationship that you value or you want to reignite, then it's up to you. So that's where we put ego aside and are like, hey, listen, this happened, but I miss you, or can we reconnect? And then see where it goes. Or just put yourself out there. And when you're out and about and you meet someone that maybe it doesn't make sense, but you click and you connect and there's an energetic exchange, go with it. Go with it. And who knows what that is going to create? Who knows what that connection is going to be? Again, a reason, a season, a lifetime, whatever that is. But have good people in your corner. And it doesn't always mean that it's going to be the obvious people. It's not always going to be your family. It's not always going to be your closest friends necessarily. For me, I'm really blessed that it is. So that's what I wanted to share with you. I hope that that has been a contribution. Let me know, and feel free to tag your circle here and share this with your circle in appreciation, and to say thank you. Thank you for being this person for me. I'm very open with my gratitude to people that mean a lot to me and are in my life. And maybe it makes them awkward or feels awkward and uncomfortable sometimes for them, but I want them to know what a contribution they are in my life. So I hope you do the same. Please, can I ask you to like and comment on this video if it was supportive, helpful, if it resonated with you. It will really help us get more great guests on. Tell the algorithm or AI, whoever it is, that there's content worth sharing and that is valuable. And I'd love you to subscribe and share. Thank you to everyone that's been sharing these videos as well. It's been such a gift. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. I adore you, and a beautiful, beautiful day, evening, morning further to you. I'll see you on the next one.